Hello, I'm GuanoLocoLobo, and I pretend to play video games professionally. Recently, I was thinking, why not try and use that to trick old Detective Wet Blanket into let me buy some of the hottest games of the year, under the guise of making some sort of reactionary video to it or critiquing it, like a review. Here's that video for Cyberpunk 2077. I've played this game for less than 8 hours. The game itself has been out for less than 48 hours by the time I'm making this video. It's important to understand that everything I'm about to say could probably and possibly is wrong, but it is my opinion nonetheless, and that is why you're here. At least I hope. Because that's what you're going to get. I'm going to hit it like this. 3 good things I like, and then the 3 most standout bad things that I had during my 6-ish hour playthrough. Here we go. This game's very good at making you feel immersed in its lore straight out of the gate. You pick your character's backstory. The game calls it a life path. Nomad. Street kid. And then a corpo. They only affect your initial game, like where you start. Ooh. But also like how things happen for you in the future and how you deal with problems as they arise.
That's fine. Step aside.
Gives you new, exciting paths. For example, my character is like a mechanic. Yeah.
Bypass the coupling and rig a hot wire.
Game's also a fantastic setting stage for what I've taken to be the true star of the game, and that's Night City itself.
Hello there, Night City! Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in this city of dreams.
Feels rich and alive. The music scored to certain sequences, namely this montage I keep cutting to that takes place after you first reach the city as a nomad during, nomad character playthrough, which is what I picked. The whole sequence gave me goosebumps and just made me understand the game has so much to offer. A lot of rich content. It's even capable of bringing you that same amped up emotion you feel in cutscenes, just in free roam. When the music will sync up in something you're doing when you're talking to someone on the phone or something like that. It's pretty neat.
So, how you want to play this? Maelstrom or Parker? What's first?
I say we knock on Maelstrom's door first. Pound, actually.
Órale. Hasta luego.
Oh, that's sick. What really brings all of this to the forefront, though? The characters. All the people you meet and interact with in this game. Everybody.
Vicky, surprise every old ripper. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too, V. Oh, wow.
Every single person you talk to feels incredibly multifaceted. For example, the first cyber modification shop owner, or Ripper Doc, as they're called in Night City, that you meet demonstrates compassion for your character that feels real because like nuanced dialogue and other highfalutin terms.
All right, kid. We'll sort you out in a flash. Besides that, how are things?
He makes little quips that are actually pretty clever.
I also injected NCPD file search. Run into any ne'er-do-wells? You know exactly what they ne'er did well.
Made me chuckle. And he also has a colorful past, clearly centered around boxing that we may or may never find out about, but still brings life to his world and ours, by proxy.
Every last fighter's got extra skull line. Absorb 75% of every blow.
Miss it, don't you?
And it's just refreshing to see that. Each character you meet brings the same kind of energy to the table, whether it's a partner that you have, a mission giver.
Yo, Mr. V, a pleasure.
Dexter Deshawn in the flesh. Just started working with him, in fact.
You are beyond salvation.
A streamer that I have watched for years.
Of the life untainted by surgery of the sacrilege.
Or just some random gold bartender named David.
50% protein, the other half pure high-octane true too.
What?
And then customization. That's my third favorite thing in this game. There is endless customization. So much customization. This is all footage from the character creator. I even went through it pretty quick. Clearly it's all sped up, but also I went through the character creator pretty quick. I didn't spend a whole lot of time in it. It's still just a ton. But it's super satisfying to see that there's all these different choices. You can customize all your stats, multi stat perks, which will allow you to spec your character in a certain direction if you want to be a big bashing melee beast, or if you want to be like a sneaky assassin hacker, or whatever else you want to do. It seems like the more you do that thing, the better your guy will get at it, and the more otherworldly you can make his powers. You can also customize and choose all your cybernetic enhancements at those Ripper docks I was talking about.
You peruse and choose while I scan. See what's going on inside.
Like a little shop. And you can mod your weapons too on top of that. And then all these modifications can be used in conjunction with each other to do cool things like bounce bullets off of walls to hit a guy behind a rock over there in the head. Now, it's on to the things that I didn't really like. The 3 things I didn't really like. The combat's definitely the first one. I'm sort of biased because I'm not a huge fan of the life bar over the guy and you shoot him 9 times with a shotgun because your gun is a lower gear score and so it doesn't really hurt him that bad because his armor is a really high score and like you shouldn't be in this area anyway. Which, you know, that's a thing. Don't get me wrong. I get why it works. I just don't prefer it. The guns do feel pretty punchy. They're fun to shoot and aim, but like jump weird and just don't feel that great. Like overall, punchy, but not great. They just lack a certain oomph, a lot of damaging oomph. As one hammered man would say, they're not really guns that are guns.
Goddamn terrorist!
Yeah, I suppose I'll get stronger guns as I go along, but, you know, again, it's like my opinion. And then once you add in the advent of hacking and being hacked while fighting in the combat system, it becomes a little bit overwhelming early on for someone like me who's just trying to be like a tank character who rushes in and smacks people with stuff. Damn it. So if you're like me, you get around the combat being weird by sneaking. You resort to stealth. Disgusting stealth. I hate doing stealth, but you resort to it because it goes a little overpowered. Shut down the cameras, sneak around, crack some necks. And that brings me to dislike number 2, sneaking and hacking. Feels a little weird. It might feels a little weird. The hacking being a little too overwhelming for during a fight, and the sneaking feeling kind of like your only option, even though you want to plow through guys with a hammer. I know. Level up. I get it. Look, even this guy who saw me, whoop, just ducked behind a wall, and he just goes the other way, so I can, you guessed it, break his neck. And then finally, the thing that everybody has been complaining about, the most terrifying aspect of Cyberpunk, is glitches. Of course, there's glitches. I experienced a few visual glitches, people flashing in and out of reality, disappearing altogether. Some spatial ones, where like I would step on a box, and it would, like a little tiny box, and it would flip over and fling me into a wall. But these are the standout ones for me. In this one, the mini-boss guy gets stuck on the elevator, which I guess causes the desk guy to morph into some sort of trans-dimensional horror and then swallow my partner. This broke my game, and I had to reload a save after wandering aimlessly for a while. This was the only game-breaking glitch that I had, though. The last clip is of a character's head vanishing altogether. Keanu's head, even. I think it was supposed to turn into my head. I don't know. Either way, it broke my immersion.
Fuck. Fucking chip.
Alright, everybody, this has been my take on my first 6-ish hours of Cyberpunk 2077. I didn't go into this like super expecting a whole lot, so it was pretty neat. It was a refreshing game. If you'd like to stop by and see me play more of this game and others, twitchtv.com/GuanoLocoLobo. Also, like, subscribe, and ring the bell at this YouTube here at GCA Films. We'd love to have you. And maybe I'll see you in my Discord sometime floating around. Either way, playing games and then telling you about them. It's GuanoLocoLobo. Ow. Ow. Oh, ow. Oh, 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 ow. Ow.